Annyeonghaseyo and welcome back. So now we are on Cheshif Sagwa, the 14th lesson of this book, nearing the end. So almost finished with the first book. So far we have learned a lot of different verb endings, and today we're going to learn a new one. Today is how to say that we will do something in the future. We kind of went over it in the past when we said like ama. Ulkoyo, which is like probably this will happen. That's kind of the same thing. It's like the future because you're saying what will happen or probably will happen. But today it's just what will happen or what you will do in the future. So that's what we're going to be learning today. The title of this is Ibon Yon Hue Yo Hengel Kalkoyo. So Ibon Yon Hue. This long vacation, Yon Hengel Kalkoyo. I'm going to take a trip. I'm going to travel. That's what I will do. So that's what we're going to be working with today. So up until this point, we have learned the Kwago Shije, which is the past tense, the Hyunjae Shije, which is the present tense, and today we're going to go over the Mire Shije, which is the future tense. These are the first words that we will be learning in this lesson. It's not too many today, but we have 경주 구경을 해요, 등산을 해요, 설악산, which is 설악산, the mountain. Then we have 수영을 해요 in Jeju-do. So different things that you can do if you go abroad or if you just go on vacation in general. And then certain things that usually happen, like 수영을, which is to swim, you probably would do that at Jeju-do. You have tumsangul, which means to climb a mountain or go hiking. That's soraksan. And then next we have this. This is already ohi, which you learned some new words to here and how you would use them. It says 핀칸에 알맞은 말을 쓰세요. So just write in the correct word. In this, what, like kind of like travel card is Jeju-do Kwankwang. So for a tourist place, it lists certain things like the price and for how many days, how many people, and so forth. And the site you can find it at, their number. If that's actually true, it's probably something that's not true. But you have like 가격, 2박 3일, 숙소, and 교통편. So you have 4 new vocabulary words. The ibak samil, that is something where it tells you the night and day that you would be at places. You usually use this when you're going abroad. So like how many days are you going for? Usually that'd be the il. So if I'm going for 5 days, I go for o il. How many nights is that? That would be 4 nights. So then that'd be sabak. Probably show that a little bit better here. So if you want to say like I'm going somewhere for 3 days and 2 nights. So 3 days, 2 nights would be ibak samil. We can do what? How about 6 days, 5 nights? Then you would have obak, yugil, and then so forth. So that would be how you would write it if you're trying to say that you're doing something for so and so days and so nights. So what you would be doing is using these 4 words and plugging it into this information card. It says kigan. Kigan would be like the time period. So we would go with the ibak samil. And then we have what? Jeju Hotel. So if we're staying at Jeju Hotel, that'd be a sukso, so like your accommodation or lodging. We have Jeju Hongkong. So that's like the airline that you're taking. So that'd be 교통편, your means of transportation. And then we have 가격. 가격 would be the price. And that'd be the price in won per person. Because it says like eating. So 1 person. After that, we just have where you just like just connect them. It says that right here. Tamil, Yongyol Haseo. So you just connect them. Tungsan. Tungsan is Hada. We learned that on the first page. Sajino Jikta. Then we have Chanjongo, Urul, Tada. So to ride a bike. Then we have our first lineup of Tewas. The Tewa you can read here. It says Huangshi 이번 연휴에 뭐 할 거예요? So what will you do this long break? 가족들하고 남이섬에 갈 거예요. So you're going to 남이섬 with your family. 남이섬에서 뭐 할 거예요? So like, what will you do at 남이섬? 닭갈비를 먹고 자전거를 탈 거예요. 여기 닭갈비. Amazing that they're saying that they're gonna eat my favorite dish. 그리고 사진도 많이 찍을 거예요. So they're gonna take a lot of pictures. And then you just answer these questions 1 and 2. Then we have padam. Padam, this one is kyopachim, which means that there's 2. There's a double pachim on the bottom. This one could be a little bit tricky because double pachims actually depend on what follows it. But majority of the time they also have what would be the main pachim that you would use. I wrote them all down, so let me show that to you. So this would be your first lineup. The first word we had was kap. Kap is price. So usually it's written as kap, but with the shiat, but you just say kap. Then we have mok. You see the shiat here, but we just say mok, which is share or portion. We have tak, which is chicken, and it's read as tak, so you don't say it at a yil. Then we had 8, which if you remember, we learned the numbers some time ago, and we said yoral. So yoral, there's a P up there, but you do not pronounce it. And then we have wegol. So wegol, you don't pronounce the last shiat. It means a single way. Opta, there is none. Opta, so you don't say the following shiat. But we actually said this before when we learned like isaya or upsaya. That was opta. Then we have upta, recite. There's a real in a peep, but you just say the beep. So upta, recite. Then we have ikta, to read. Ikta, we've been pronouncing this for some time. The real you don't use. Same as the tak, or the tak, you use the kiek instead of the real. Then we have anda, anda, to sit. Anda, you don't pronounce the chiet. And then we have anta, to be not. Anta. The reason why this is ta instead of da is because the hiyat is here, and if you remember, the hiyat makes this a harder sound, so you have anta. So that's why it's as the like tiyat instead, so it's anta. Then we have tamda, to resemble, to take after. Tamda, you don't say real. Then we have nolda, wide, you don't say the peep. You don't say the beep. Nolda. So we have halda, to lick. Halda, you don't say the t right here. Then we have gulta, same as the last one. Since there's a hit, this makes this a harder T sound. So gulta, gulta. Become very hot or boils. And that is it. So looking at this one more time, I went over it pretty quickly, but you can also pause it to see what's the difference there and how you can say it and how it sounds, but how it's not written. But I also have like the little written portion that shows how you would actually say it, because my teacher put that on the board. But a lot of them, if you can figure out these, which ones you should be using. So opta, you should be saying the biip instead of the shiit. And then upta, you should be saying the biip instead of the real. If you know which ones you should be using, then it becomes easy later on. But for now, it's just to practice. Same thing, I went over them with you just now, but you can also use Naver to have you go over these one more time. These ones are a little bit difficult compared to the hop pachim, because the hop pachim is just a single pachim, so those are a lot easier. But these ones, especially when you're just starting to learn, it's kind of hard. But if you take time to just know which one you actually pronounce when it comes to the bottom, then it becomes easy. The only time you actually pronounce both is when there's a liaison or a yonsam after. If you remember, this is opta. And then we usually said op, sa, yo, because this is the present tense. So here we just say opta, we drop the shiat, but here we pronounce both because this shiat liaison's over. So it sounds like op, so, yo. In this case, since the liaison's over, you get to use the first one and the second one. So as long as you remember that the only time you actually pronounce both is when a liaison's over, then that can help you too. So opta here, but opsoyo because there's the empty vowel there. Just in case you couldn't see it too well last time, here is a different angle of the page. And just remember to practice the pachims on the bottom, so the kyo pachim, so you can actually do them correctly in the future. And then after that big explanation, now we have ulkoyo, which is fairly easy. So we're gonna go over the conjugation first. So this is ul or real ko ye yo. Like I said, we pretty much went over this last time. Can't remember which lesson it was specifically, but we went over this before in a lesson, but we added amma in the beginning to say that probably or might do this. So if you went over that lesson, then this should be really easy because this is just like to remind yourself of what we did last time. So ul koyeyo. Same thing, pachim. 있으면 we have 우, 고, 예, 요. 받침 이 없으면 then we have bil, ko, ye, yo. So if there's no pachin, we just had riel, ko, ye, yo. We can go over a few, one with a pachin, one without a pachin. So we have mokta. So mokta becomes mok. You drop the ta, and then it has a pachim, so you add ul and ko ye yo, so mogul ko ye yo. And then we have chada. Chada does not have a pachim, so first we have cha, we drop the ta, and then we add real to the bottom of it, and then ko, ye, yo. So chalgoyo, chalgoyo. And that'll be it. So we just went over the top. Mokta, mogul koyo, chada, chalgoyo. Then we have here where it says tam, moon jungle, ul koyo, ro, pakseo. So same thing as we did the following two lessons. You have your first set of words. You have like yon hingul kada, and then you just have to change that into the mire shije. So you have 영행을 갈 거예요. And then you just do that with 1, 2, 3, and 4. You just change the tense into the future tense. And then on the bottom, 대화를 완성하세요. So you just complete the 대화 or the conversation. So the example says 오후에 뭐 할 거예요? So what do you do in the afternoon? 집에서 쉴 거예요. 쉴 거예요. So you just rest at home. So that's pretty much it. You just have a picture and it shows what they're doing, and then you add in your own sentence on the bottom by completing it. Some of these can have more than one. Like this could be like either you're the teacher, so you're teaching, or you're learning. This one is hiking. I guess that's by itself. This one is dinner. That's by itself. But this one is like you're going to Canada, or you're meeting your parents, or your parents are meeting you. There's a lot of different ways you could write that one in. So just in case you couldn't see it as clearly before, here it is again. And that is it for this lesson. 안녕히 계세요. You're still here? Thanks for watching the video until the end. Please don't forget to check out the description box below for info on my friends that were in the video.
Hi!
Product links, my other social media platforms, and my new product designer. If you guys love the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment, because I really love reading and writing back to comments that fans leave. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.